Hi everyone, Bernard here. I hope you're all staying safe and well, and welcome to my film and TV channel. I hope you enjoy what I've got for you today, and please check out as you're watching this little links on screen as well for different things on my Facebook and Twitter, and of course my football channel as well. And please, all your comments are very welcome. Just let us know and push that subscribe button. Don't forget, please push the subscribe button. Make sure your notification set to public as well if you want to know when these vlogs are coming out. Push that notification button as well. So anyway, please enjoy. Welcome. Yes, today we've got a little series review today, something that's been showing on Netflix, and we don't often do these because they're not usually that good, and I don't bother with them, to be honest with you. I sort of start to watch these things and then sort of jack it in after a couple of episodes. We're going over to Netflix to look at a South Korean survival drama that's streaming there now, written and directed by Hwang Dong-hook, or Hyuk. A 9-episode series starring Lee Jung-jae, Park Hae-soo and Wee Ya-hoon. Please forgive my pronunciations if they're wrong on those. This little series, 9 episodes, not so little, tells the story of 456 people who have all struggled financially in life. There's a lot more than that knocking about, isn't there? Are invited to play a mysterious survival competition. They don't quite know what they're setting themselves up for with this one. Competing in a series of traditional children's games, but with deadly twists, of course. They risk their lives to compete for, well, it's equivalent of about 46 billion won, is it, in Korean money? My apologies again, but about 39 million US dollars prize money. So don't ask me what that is in British. I would say, what, 30 million UK pounds? I have no idea. I don't even know the exchange rate now. I've not looked at it for ages since I stopped exporting goods, which I had to about a year ago. Anyway, I digress. Yeah, this was released worldwide on Netflix on September the 17th. Yeah, so I've had a little bit of a binge watch of this one. As I said, usually these sort of dubbed things is available in its original Korean language with English subtitles, or of course you can watch the dubbed version, which isn't fantastic as far as the acting is concerned, but because I didn't have a lot of time to concentrate on this, I wanted it to sort of listen rather than be sort of totally honed in on the screen. I watched it dubbed, and usually within about half an hour I turned these things off, but happy to say I didn't with this one. So all these little scores and reviews and comments are as at the 25th of September 2021 UK time, 9 PM. Yeah, Rotten Tomatoes, not a lot of critique review around, to be honest with you. Just 7 reviews on Rotten Tomatoes, but it does average a healthy, for those 7 reviewers, 7 critics, 8.5 out of 10. That's pretty good. And then just to take as an example, Paul Tassi, who's from Forbes, I mean, he just sort of reflects what most of the critics were saying. He says it's a strange, violent, disturbing adventure, and if that sounds like something you like, I can't recommend Squid Game enough. Internet Movie Database, well, this is it, isn't it? This is where we always look, isn't it, to get a view of what the public are thinking. We don't always agree with the critics, of course we don't. But Internet Movie Database, over 17,000 reviews and scores as I'm looking at this, 8.3 out of 10. It bodes well, doesn't it? I didn't even look at these scores before I started watching, so it just popped up on my Amazon menu page. I subscribed to Amazon, Netflix menu page. I subscribed to Amazon and I subscribed to Netflix. So I always give these things a chance because I always think I'm there anyway. I will subscribe for the various things. So it's nice to get something, you can actually watch. Oh, I'll watch more of this. And this is exactly what we did with this new Netflix series. Netflix, my apologies, not Amazon. But I have the same thing with Amazon. If something's dubbed or whatever, obviously, I usually end up just turning it off about halfway through the first episode. So yeah, all well and good looking at the scores, etc. there, as you can well see. So my little thoughts on this, as I said, I did watch the dubbed version. I would say if I had time to concentrate, it probably would have been okay to watch the Korean original version. I'm sure the acting is very passable with subtitles, but it's just the circumstances. I couldn't really do that. And it's certainly, as I say, not the greatest acting at times, not the greatest acting voices talent being used, but that doesn't matter because this is a very, very watchable film if you watch it with subtitles, or watch it dubbed and allow for the slight discrepancies. Yeah, the first 2 or 3 episodes, yeah, I found the first episode intriguing as it grew on. It did get off to a slow start, but then obviously I found episode 2 just a little bit, you know, not enough to stop watching, but it wasn't quite as good. But by episode 3, you're just getting to know all the characters in this and who they are and what they are and what they're about. There's not a load of background. I mean, a lot of these series, if you think about it, they go back and tell you a lot about the backgrounds of these guys. So you don't always get that with some of the characters, but you can get to know the characters just by watching, say it's 9 episodes, just by watching each episode and getting used to them. You know what you're getting, the good and the bad in all the characters, both those taking part in the competition, of course, and those actually running it, which obviously you need a lot of guards and various things to actually run these sort of, obviously, I'd imagine, I'm sure, hopefully these sort of things aren't being going on. I'm sure there are horrible equivalents of these to a smaller extent, but yeah, I did find this really intriguing, and the characters were real. And this is important. You've got to like you either got to like the characters or hate the characters. And I found enough to like and hate in the characters in this to actually enjoy watching it. And I binge watched it in the space of one evening, and then I finished it off the following morning and afternoon. Yeah, great, let's say, foreign series, if you like, and South Korean. I mean, I'm not using the word disparagingly. Very rare on Netflix to watch and enjoy. I have not suffered, but I have sort of watched and been a little bit bored with sort of 3-4 episodes of certain ones. I've even watched some all the way through just because I have nothing else to do. But this is one that I really did enjoy watching. I was a bit unhappy when it ended, although, as you'd expect, we may get a series 2, whether it'll be as what's the word, as grabbing or clever at series 2, I'm not too sure, but there is a lot of rubbish out there on the series, both on Netflix and Amazon. But this is great. I enjoyed this. This is one of my favourites from the last few months, definitely, as far as foreign language series are concerned. So foreign language to us here in the UK or the US or the English-speaking world anyway. But I am going to give it a good mark. I've had a couple of these over the last couple of weeks. Perhaps I'm going soft in my old age. I'm not too sure. But I'm going to give this an 8 out of 10. For not just watchable, not just very watchable, not just good, not very good, but excellent. So I mean, 8 out of 10, an excellent view. Well worth, as I say, well worth putting up with some naff dubbing, which there's bound to be, and some, you know. But as I say, watch it with the dubbing, or watch it if you've got time without. And it doesn't. It's one of those things where it doesn't really matter, because the verbal scenes, you don't really need to be sort of concentrating fully. You can read the things, and then you don't have to be looking at the action on the screen. That's quite separate, and that's what I like about some of these films with subtitles, you know, where you're not looking at action and trying to read at the same time. There's not much of that going on, so you're okay with this. But highly recommended, brilliant. I mean, Korea do some good, South Korea do some great stuff. Have done some great stuff over the years, and this is up there with one of their best series. Even simple, nothing overly complicated. There's not any great twists and turns in it as such as the odd thing, obviously, but it's just good, gruesome, horrible entertainment at times. I say if you think too much about it, it's quite nasty, but it is what it is. And as I say, it's highly watchable and brilliant for me anyway. So let me know if you get to watch this and what you think. As I say, stick with it in the early, say, perhaps 1 or 2 episodes. It does sort of go a little bit up and down, but it's well worth sticking with it and well worth the effort. Anyway, thanks for watching. What we're going to do the rest of the day, have a great one. Look after yourselves, look after your friends, look after your families. More importantly, let's all look after each other until we meet here again, even on the Film and TV channel. Perhaps have a flit across. If you're interested in football, I do the Citizen vlogs, which is about my football team, Manchester City. If you're any interest in that, have a look at that. Otherwise, I'll meet you back on here with something very, very soon. I only ask one thing of you. Please stay safe, everyone. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.